Hello, Leo. This is Lisa Marie here with you, ready to do tarot reading for you, tarot and oracle card reading for January 2025. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so some of it may resonate, some of it may not. And also, if you want your own personal reading, you can get that. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and get started. I've done 3 oracle cards and 3 tarot cards for you. And I got to tell you, Leo, you're no different than anybody else, any of the other zodiac signs. 2025 is all about transformation. Several months ago, I meditated. I was in meditation and heard my spirit guides tell me that a lot of transformations going on. People are going to be shifting their frequency to a higher level. Not everybody, but there are some that are being called to do that. And you too are being called to do that. There's changes getting ready to happen for you. And if you're anything like me, I'm also a Leo. You don't do change very well. You know, we have to be the belle of the ball. So I've also heard from other practitioners that do what I do, and they're telling me the same thing that they're getting. 2025 is about transformation. And I'm going to start out with the map card, the oracle card, and it's all about going into the unknown. I feel like right now, Leo, you're making some changes. I think it's changes with job, career, profession, whatever. We see the 5 of Wands here, and it is in reverse, and that's telling me that, you know what, whatever you've been doing as far as a job or whatever, you haven't felt like you were valued enough. You have been treated with such little respect. Again, this is a general reading, so you have to pick your story. But the job or whatever it is that you've been working at, you have felt devalued. And you also have to remember, realize that there's a lot of people around you that you work with or have been around in the work environment that, I mean, they themselves are full of toxic energy. And I tell all of my clients all the time, people, places, and things, if it's not bringing you peace or happiness, get rid of it. Get the fuck rid of it. And it could be, you know, a job as well. It's not bringing you peace and happiness. You got to get rid of it. So I feel like for many of you, with this being the 5 of Wands and it's in reverse, I feel like many of you have really tried to get your point across, tried to help in the best way you could, but you just weren't respected. You felt like your voice was not really being heard. And so now at this point, you're saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. And so I see you with the 8 of Pentacles is about money. So we see the 8 of Pentacles here. And it's telling you that you're working on or thinking about moving into learning something new, starting something new, so that you can be in a better place, you know, emotionally and mentally as well. But again, you know, this is all about transformation, and this is a great time to read your angel card. It's Maya, and she says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So yes, with you feeling this way, that there's something you want to do differently, learn something new, or go into a different direction as far as your work field is concerned, you do feel like you're going into the unknown. And this is the year that 2025 is going to be the year of you making that transformation into a new field of work. And it is scary. It's very scary. But you don't have anything to worry about. Removing the blockages and starting out with self-love is and setting boundaries, which I think, Leo, you're beginning to understand. The thing with Leos, and again, I'm a Leo, so I understand this very, very well. Leos are very proud, egotistical people, you know? And when we set aside the ego and remove whatever's blocking or causing some sort of cloudiness in our minds and our perception of what's in front of us, that's when we're able to have a much better, clear vision of where we need to go, what we need to be doing in our lives and moving forward. It's when we let the ego get in the way is when we get derailed. So, and believe me, I have let my ego get in the way many, many times. And every time I paid a price for it. So be careful of that, just there's one of the things that I've learned, and I had this happen. It's something that happened very recent, but I kept, I had it happen, some discrepancies with a boss that I had at a job that I made a lot of money. And then again, I'm renting an apartment, and I have problems with the landlord, the way I perceive him because of some of the things that he's done. But I've had to learn how to understand that the universe keeps bringing these same sort of people. Both of these men are narcissistic, egotistical assholes. And that's not my problem. The universe will deal with them in the way the universe needs to. But I had to keep, having these people these particular people in my life. And you get to a point where you say, okay, universe, what are you trying to tell me here? Because it's not the situation, it's not about the boss that I had or the landlord. It's not about them. It's about me learning something through the situation. And so I feel like for many of us, especially as Leos, as we're kind of going through that. So if you're having an issue where it seems to, even though it may be a different situation, but it's like you're dealing with the same kind of person over and over again. Like with me, with the job, and then the landlord. I mean, these men are so much alike. But it's like the universe is putting you in front of these people, or putting these people in your life to help you learn something. And then once you learn it and get it, you won't have an encounter with these people anymore. You learn to start setting boundaries for yourself and protecting yourself even more so. So let me just say this also, and this is something that I tell my son all the time, because he's young and he's gone up for interviews, and he gets real nervous when he goes for interviews. And I told him one time, I was like, listen, yeah, they're interviewing you for a job, but you are interviewing them as well. You need to ask all the questions that you can think of to ask, because you want to make sure that they're a good fit in your life just as much as they want to make sure that you're a good fit in their position that they're offering. And it's the same thing with the landlord situation. I mean, now we're decided that we're going to move, but I told my son, I was like, I'm only going to I'm putting out to the universe exactly what I want as far as a home. There's certain things that I need, and I'm looking at the landlord. I'm looking at their age, their person, how their vibration and everything, because I don't want to be, with another landlord like the one I have now. So I had to learn to just walk away from this landlord and let universe deal with him. And universe has a way of doing far worse than what we could ever do. But just to let it go and protect my heart and my emotions and my energy as well. So I'm telling you that. And with that being said, again, you're now making plans to move on to something much better for yourself. And it's when you start to let go and stop, I guess, blaming or being angry with the person, like the landlord or the boss or whatever, whoever is causing some sort of conflict in your life. When you're able to let go of whatever bitterness or hard feelings you have towards that person, and actually walk away from that person wishing them the very best in their life, then that's when you start to see the magic happen. Because yes, that is when you have put the ego aside and you are thinking, or your actions are through the heart with compassion. I told a friend of mine the other day, yes, I have every intention of moving from this apartment, but I don't want to move. I'm looking more at April or May to move. I don't want to move until I'm in a situation emotionally to where I can walk away from this landlord and thank him for everything he has done and wish him the very best without any kind of bitterness or anger in my heart. Because that's the only way my transition into a new home is going to be honored with a high frequency and wonderful, magical experience for me. So, and so that's what I'm telling you here. As you are like going into the unknown or everything, start working on your heart to, in your vision and your whatever blockages you may have, removing those blockages so that you can walk away from the toxic environment, person, whatever, and just wish them or the situation the very best. And then, universe will take care of you. You got to trust that. And so this really comes at a good time. Your flower card, it's a great card for you. This is the Bougainvillea card, if I'm saying it right. Shield yourself. Invoke protection to bring the situation to a speedy end. Absolutely. Like what I just told you, protect your heart. Invoke peace and happiness and healing to yourself as you also invoke it to the other person. Whatever goes on, trust me, if this person is an asshole, a narcissistic, egotistical asshole, I promise you, the universe will take care of them. You got to focus on yourself and your own healing and how you look at that situation so that you can move forward. I do see the Sun card in reverse. Now, the Sun card is about your energy. And I believe that this situation is a little scary for you. Whether it be moving into a new home or a new relationship, new job. Again, this is a general reading. You got to pick your story. But it is scary for you. So it's, your vibration is a little bit on the low side. And a lot of it is due to fear. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But I'm telling you that once you think these, don't make any sudden moves. Once you think these things through and get your heart and emotions, mind into a place where you can send love and compassion to that person or the situation, then your situation, you don't have to fear the unknown because the universe is going to take care of it. And you're going to be guided into a great, whatever it is you're looking for, whether it be a home, job, whatever, it's going to be so much better for you. So I hope this gives you some encouraging enlightenment. And if you want to get your own reading, all you have to do is go to the bottom at the box below, and my website is listed there. And so go to my website and you'll learn all about that and a little bit more about me. Also, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and that way you'll get a notice every time I put out a video once a month. And I will be putting out some videos here and there throughout the month about how to make this transformation. 2025 is all about transformation, and that is what a lot of us practitioners are working with our clients. So have a great new year and a new January, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.